everybody? Shadow SP here, coming back with more Granblue Fantasy. And I've just finished preparing for the preparations to prepare for Proto Bahamut. Basically, I got my dark team geared up, so that now I can go gear up my light team. And as part of that, I would like to do one of these showdowns. More specifically, the Apollo Showdown. Now you'll see I haven't cleared it yet. I haven't even tried. So we're going to try that together here and see how it goes. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and look at this. Yeah, I think the 250 Bahamut is fine. And yeah, this is the right team. Okay, so let's look at our team. First of all, we should replace Rage with Gravity Wave. I know that for sure. Otherwise, I think we're good on that. So, grid-wise, we are looking at something like this. All weapons, skill level 10. The AX skills on the katana don't really matter that much. Yeah, I think this is level 60, this is level 60, these two are level 40. Basically, we're gonna try, we're not even gonna really try to farm more claws. They'll kind of come in from the shop, kind of monthly. It'll only take a couple months to finish that out. Alright, then we're gonna look at summons. I have finally gotten Poseidon and C2 up to level 150. Which is going to be pretty good for the base sets. We can see I've got Death in the sub-auras section. And I finally got a max limit broken copy of Celeste. So we're looking good here. Alright, so I think this is our front line. You know, we've got... Really, Love Live characters are there mostly because they can heal. I think if they couldn't heal, I'd probably fielded like Carol in the front. But since they can heal, I want them to be around for the extra sustain option. 6 here, he's got extra hostility up, so he can kind of tank and do some dodging and skill nukes. Lelouch is gonna do. He's the man. He does everything. He's got more or less a permanent uptime on attack, multi-attack, or dark attack, multi-attack, defense buff in the druid system because the cooldown for it ends whenever he uses his charge attack. So yeah, this is a really good buff, and it's gonna be up more or less the entire time. Yeah. Also, he does an auto nuke whenever the foe uses their special attacks. So Lelouch does he does everything. Right, I got a comment in the video just a little earlier, and was making fun of Lelouch for being the protagonist, right? Because he's in the way in the team and blocking everybody from being seen, but for real, he is the main character. I mean, the main character will do better damage, but Lelouch is, supporting everything, keeping everything moving smoothly. Alright, I think... Oh, also, one thing that's important that this character has, in addition to the multi-attack buff, and, light attack, dark defense down, pretty decent. The buff removal is actually pretty important for the 10% trigger, more or less. Also, the support skill's great. Alright. Back row, we're going to bring Olivia and Carol. Olivia is just to kind of delay any potential triggers or charge attacks coming up. She's just kind of a solid unit. I think these 3 are all awakened to level 3. Olivia's awakened to level 5 because SRs have lower requirements. I actually don't think I've awakened Carol, but I probably... Oh, I can't because she's only level 70. Right. I did roll a ring on Lelouch. This is what we're looking at. 1200, 600. The cap for your charge attack damage is not particularly important right now because we're not hitting it. So basically it's a 1200, 600 ring. Not great. Not terrible either. Alright. I think that about covers it. So let's give this a shot. And as usual for these showdowns, sorry, on the fly audio adjustment. But as is the usual case for these showdowns, right? We want to make sure that we're able to clear on full auto. So we're going to set it on to full auto with quick summon on, right? So C2 will get summoned whenever available. Just to have extra bar for our charge attacks, and you know, the charge attack damage buff is good, and it helps to cover gaps in the shields that will naturally form. So let's see how well this goes. That's 450,000 on the main character. Is actually approaching the damage cap. Also, C2 is better in dark than anywhere else because Lelouch gets the extra bonuses from the summon. So we did see that Druid System did fall off there. Might want to invest more into his charge bar gain EMP. Looking pretty good so far. I'd say that we're kind of reaching the point where Dark and Wind are more or less the same in terms of competence level. And really, Lelouch is holding it all together because it's passive that increases our teammates' damage based on how high it gets HP. So basically, you know, rather than getting a bunch of buffs from Kokoro, we're getting a bunch of buffs passively from Lelouch. It's kind of the same thing. Did we actually happen to land Black Chessmaster on the right turn? Oh, that's actually pretty good.
ミッションスタートだ。
焦るなよ童貞坊や。
黙れ魔女め、ハドロン砲の塵となる。ドルイドシステム起動。終わりだ。ラゴ一戦
It definitely helps when you do land the Black Chessmaster skill because we get those echoes. Really extra damage. Petrify really helps to slow the flow of charge attacks down. Or full diamond attacks, I should say. So yeah, I mean, if we did manage to hit it, so that means that the second special attack will get hit by it. That's pretty good. And it's a little unfortunate that 6 doesn't get the buff from the Bahamut weapon. There's not much I can do about that. Hitting break on full diamonds is actually really nice if we get the cooldown for the Black Chessmaster skill. I don't suspect we will, but it's possible. Okay. No problem. I mean, in a lot of these showdowns, more or less, the part moving up toward the late fight trigger is pretty easy, and the late fight trigger kind of sucks. So we're gonna have to see how well that holds up. I mean, I'd say other than our win team, I'd say this is the team I'm the most confident in. Okay, we're approaching a potential weak spot. We get our tactical augments at the exact right time for our tactical shield, so that we cover the potential problem with our attack. Yep, we're looking okay now. Basically, we really just want to keep up immunity as long as possible, and the tactical shield's the only source of that we have right now.
さあルルーシュ、お前の腕の見せどころ。
どけこれで決める。ミッションスタートだ。
焦るなよ童貞坊や。
黙れ魔女め。ハドロン砲の塵となれ。さあドルイドシステム起動。
Yeah, I can definitely feel this, how at least the event version of 6 here is actually kind of a usable character in this context. Like he could be a lot worse. Okay, that's a dodge. Divine Pestilence is a move that inflicts a death debuff, so it's good that we missed that. We got the dodge on that. That said, I mean, if you know one of our characters does die, then you know it's probably still fine.
スピリチュアルパワー全開や。明日へかけていこう。
We have to keep in mind that past 50%, base charge diamonds go down to 2. So there is a little bit of a problem with that.
焦るなよ童貞坊や。
We did miss the gravity wave here, but that won't always happen. But we did hit the black chest match, which also won't always happen. Yeah, also, when it does use, when Apollo here uses Halo's Drive after 50%, in addition to the buffs that he gets, he removes a debuff from himself. Which is why we're dealing less damage, is because he's removed defense down. So we should be back to doing better damage now. Alright, so approaching the 10% trigger, there's not really anything to keep in mind since it's on full auto. I'm just kind of wondering how well it'll turn out more than anything. Also, something to keep in mind when you're on full auto is that with all the animations on, you're likely to run out of debuff timers. So I would suggest when you do something like farming that you turn off all the charge attack in. It makes things a lot easier. Yeah, I mean, I think this is about as convincing as it really can be. Oh, hey. We're in this weird moment where we auto-activated our augments to get the low HP buff, and then we manual activated them to get the high HP buff. That's kind of interesting, because we get them both at the same time, and they do stack, right? So you saw our damage there was insane compared to how it usually is. Alright, yeah, this is an easy clear.
頼りにし
That's good. Because I suspect I'm going to spend the rest of my AP for a decent amount of time here.
カードはうちにそう告げるんや。
王様から動かないと部下がついてこないだろう。恐れろ深淵を。さすがだな団長。
一輪の加護があらん。
Alright. So, what do we get from this? Well, in addition to getting merits, which we do still need a bunch of merits, and, you know, since this is the second one of these we're going to be able to farm after Medusa, it's good that we have another source of these, because I farmed out 2 Ancient Perseus, and there's not really much of a purpose in farming beyond that, right, on Medusa. So we were kind of stalled on our merit and blue sky crystal income. Basically, this chest that drops this merit also has a chance of dropping a champion merit and also has a chance of dropping a blue sky crystal. You know, one of those 3 will always be in this slot, which is great. Now, what do we want from this fight? That's the question. So, this fight drops Ancient Bow of Artemis. I think I brought this up before. This weapon is actually pretty good. You know, it's got a big attack up and the same enmity skill that the Tiamat guns and the Celeste Claws have. So, I would like to build an Ancient Bow of Artemis grid, which is not something that you should ever do. Ancient Bow of Artemis is actually an okay weapon. I think it's overlooked in a lot of places, especially as you're moving toward, you know, more late game grids. Basically, before we get access to the uncaps for the Chevalier sword, the Omega 1 sword, this is the best Omega weapon that we have access to. Just flat out across all elements. So, and I don't mean in terms of like grid synergy or anything. There are more synergistic weapons, but in terms of raw strength, this one's the strongest. And we're gonna have to go up against Proto Bahamut, and Proto Bahamut has some problematic parts to him that we want to kind of maximize our damage output. So I'm thinking, if I don't get a full grid of Ancient Bow of Artemis, right? We've already got light team wise. Alright, we've already got 1 harp and 1 gun. Right? 1 harp and 1 gun. And we can throw in the Sephiroth staff. Our EX weapons are lacking at the moment. I do have a level 100 Sunblade. I got pretty lucky with that. I should actually just straight up replace this with that now. Alright. Xenopurity Sunblade. You know, the AX skills, once again, they're not that important. But yeah, we're gonna have to look around, see what we want to do with the extra weapon slots. So we have 1, 2. Probably want to get at least 3 Ancient Artemis bows. Alright, and then that gives us EX, potentially Seraphic, because you can get the light and dark Seraphics after you clear the Paradise Lost side story, which we have not done yet at this point in time. So I'm thinking that's what I'm gonna go with. Try to get 3 of the Artemis bows. and get them up to skill level 10 at the very least. If I'm feeling a little cramped on damage, we could try to get them up to skill level 15. And we'll need to skill up the Sephira staff if we keep it. Or if we don't, we could get it a 4th Ancient Artemis bow. Yeah, I mean, it's a long road, but for the most part, it's passive. We don't have to do anything. We can clear Apollo with no input. Just need to come back and look every few minutes, or every like 5 to 10 minutes, something like that. See that, make sure that we're not dead. All right. Yeah, and I'll probably spend my my EP trying to get the Omega Summon for Light here, because we do still need to get that. It's pretty important, and it would be nice if we could get the Star Summon to put in the Sub-Aura. How far away am I from that? I'm very close. I just need one of the 180. That's not too bad. Alright. Well, the ending is kind of off track, but the entire purpose for wanting to farm the Apollo Showdown is to get the Ancient Bow of Artemis, right? And this is not a step that in grid building that I think anyone else is going to do. Because if you're trying to clear Proto Bahamut, the easiest thing to do is to just ask people to clear it for you. And people with highly developed grids will come in and chunk him down in maybe not instantly, but in a matter of like when they show up, they can sort of chunk him down in a matter of seconds. I mean, I know my light team, I think I can clear it in like 4 turns or something on my main account. So we're far away from that, but between here and now, we're gonna be doing main story, the Paradise Lost side story, getting everything ready for our ultimate encounter, and subsequently the unlocking of a lot of things to do. So, if you've made it this far, thanks for watching. I do still appreciate every view that we get, and especially in terms of something as mundane as a solo full auto clear of. I guess it's always gonna be solo because it's single player content, but yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to moving forward, and I'm gonna farm this out, make some progress, and when you next see me, hopefully, at least when you next see me in regard to the farm, I should have the Ancient Artemis bows completed. Until then, it's been Shadow SP, signing out. See you next time.